Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing which of these 6 Ninjago ninja happens to be the weakest link. Which of these 6 ninja of Ninjago is the weakest by definition? Now, weakest could mean all kinds of different things. We're specifically talking about weaknesses in terms of physical strength and lack of character development. Several of the ninja, if not all of them, have shown significant strength over the course of the entire series, so I don't think that physical strength is enough to go off of here. Instead, I want to take a look at the character's physical strength and their emotional strength, their backstory, their development, everything rolled into one. I figured the most effective style of going through this would happen to be the process of elimination. Why don't we eliminate some of the more obvious ones first, those of course being some of the strongest members of the ninja team, and at the end of the video, I will determine, in my opinion, which ninja just so happens to be the weakest link. My goal is to not offend anybody in today's video, so I apologize if you are offended by this video, but just remember this is entirely my own opinion and should not be taken as fact. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Let's take a look at the 6 Ninjago ninja, and I will determine which one I find to be the weakest one. Why don't we start things off by eliminating some of the more obvious ninja, of course in this sense, some of the stronger members. I think first we can eliminate Lloyd, because obviously Lloyd has had a lot of history throughout Ninjago as being the strongest ninja. Of course, if you guys don't remember, Lloyd at one point in time had golden power. He pretty much had the power of the first Spinjitzu master, so I don't think he's going to be the weakest ninja at the end of the day. You could make the argument that now, since Lloyd doesn't have golden power anymore, maybe he could be one of the weakest members, but still, even with his power of energy, he is still shown to be very effective against multiple Ninjago villains and foes, and he has shown to be the leader of the entire ninja team. Lloyd has also had several stories dedicated to him and several focuses and highlights throughout the Ninjago series, so I don't think character development is an issue for Lloyd. So with that being said, I don't think we can expect Lloyd to be the weakest of the entire ninja team, so he is the first one that I'm going to be eliminating. The next one that I'm going to be taking off the board is Nya, for one big reason. I feel like Nya in general cannot be the weakest ninja anymore because of her newly revealed Nyad or NRG Nya form. In terms of physical strength, Nya is now off the charts compared to the other ninja. With her newly found NRG form, Nya has shown the ability to take down giant monsters and storm spirits, as was the case with Wajira. She completely destroyed Wajira during that final battle during Seabound, so I doubt she can be considered the weakest ninja anymore. If I were making this list a couple of years ago, I would totally have put Nya towards the bottom. However, her recent transformation is a pretty big deal for her character. In terms of character, sure, maybe Nya has some weaker points as opposed to some of the other ninja, but I still think her character skyrocketed during the events of Ninjago Seabound. In my opinion, that season made her one of, if not the strongest member on the ninja team, so it's very obvious that we can eliminate her from this list. In terms of being the weakest ninja, there's no way Nya is the weakest anymore. Next up, let's take a look at Cole, because I don't think Cole can be considered to be the weakest ninja either. With Cole, it's a little weird, because for the longest time, Cole did not have any character development. He was kind of just a background ninja, never really had a storyline to himself, until he became a ghost. At that point onwards, Cole's character was grown tremendously. Nowadays, you can't really consider Cole to be the weakest either because of 2 major things. For one, his Earth Punch, and 2, Spinjitzu Burst. These aspects, combined with Cole's super strength, make him the physically strongest ninja on the team in my opinion. Emotionally, kind of similar to Nya, Cole has had some hiccups along the way, but I feel like nowadays his character has been well developed to the point where he shines above many of his fellow ninja. During Master of the Mountain, Cole's character skyrocketed as well, and I feel as though his character can no longer be considered to be the weakest link of the entire ninja team. Combine that with his raw physical power and his multiple new abilities, and you have yourself a pretty strong ninja. So we've gotten rid of the obvious ones, and now we only have 3 ninja left. Those of course being Kai, Jay, and Zain. In terms of these 3, I could argue that any of them could be the weakest ninja, though I do think we should eliminate Zain from the count, because Zain has been through a lot throughout the Ninjago story, and his character development is greater than several of the other ninja on the team. Especially with Zain's history, his backstory, his emotional growth throughout the entire series. I feel like Zain overall as a character is pretty well developed. In terms of strength, strength, Zain has also done some pretty crazy stuff. He blew up the Overlord during a sacrifice in Season 3, he has now been rebuilt in a new titanium form, which has been shown to have several tricks up its sleeve, and I feel like that alone makes him a physically strong ninja compared to several other members. Not only has Zain had excellent emotional growth, his physical maturity has impressed me to say the least. I feel like out of all of the ninjas, Zain probably looks the most different from the beginning of the series to the modern day, so I don't find Zain to be the weakest ninja either, so we're going to be eliminating him from the count. And now we have the final two, those of course being Kai and Jay. Now in terms of these two characters, I like both of these characters overall. I find both of them to have their strengths and their weaknesses, so it's kind of difficult right now to determine which one is the weakest link. But if I had to choose right now, I would probably put Jay over Kai. I'm going to be putting Jay over Kai because for Jay, he's had a lot of time to grow as well. He's certainly gotten a lot more attention in recent Ninjago seasons than Kai could even dream of, so I feel like that aspect of Ninjago alone puts Jay ahead of Kai in that regard. In terms of physical strength, Jay isn't really that much stronger than Kai in my opinion. He might even be a little bit weaker than Kai physically, but emotionally and in terms of attention and character development, Jay definitely has Kai beat. So Jay is going to be eliminated from the count, which means Kai, in my opinion, is the weakest ninja. And that's nothing against Kai. I find Kai to be a pretty good character overall. He was one of the earliest focuses of the entire Ninjago series. He was pretty much the main character back in the day. However, in the modern day, I don't think Kai gets that much attention, and he should totally get more. In my opinion, his last big major focus was during the Fire chapter, where he lost his powers and was feeling really upset about that. Maybe they could do something similar in the future, or at least maybe give Kai a solid story to work with, because as it stands right now, Kai is the least developed in the modern day. There's not a whole lot of redeeming qualities about his character to me. He's still a good character, don't get me wrong, but I just find the other ninja to be much stronger in terms of growth, development, storylines, you name it. Even though Kai may not be the physically weakest member of the ninja team, I certainly find him to be the most neglected. And that's not to say it's Kai's fault, it's just a matter of circumstance. Hopefully Kai gets more development in the future, because as it stands right now, he is, in my opinion, the weakest member of the entire ninja team. So thank you so much for watching this video. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Leave a comment down below talking about what you thought of my video, what do you think about my ranking, and who do you think the weakest ninja is? Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I look forward to reading what you guys come up with. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. Thank you so much for checking out today's video once again, you guys. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.